So last week's assignment was to learn up Adon Olam. To see how you can be enlightened. In what way are you wiser? So I'd like to discuss, now that hopefully you have gone through Adon Olam, how one approaches studying, learning up, as we would call it, Adon Olam, or anything for that matter. When you're dealing with, obviously, Torah, Nevi'im, Kesuvim, Torah Shenichsav, every word is meaningful, every letter. They're full of secrets as well. You get down to Mishnah and Gemara and the Rishonim. There's precision reading. But everything that was composed, that's become part of our davening, part of our daily life, there's a lot of precision there too. And the first thing is the micro. But when you're done with the micro, you got to get the macro and get the underlying message. So let's tackle Adon Olam. Hashem is Adon Olam. The Adon, he's the master. Hashem alach b'terem kol yitzir nivra. He reigned before there was anything else. Before anything was created. What this statement is saying, his kingdom was not in need of anything. He reigned. He was everything. He was the king. Once, through his chefzo, his desire, he decided to. Everything was made. Azai melech shmo nikra. What changed? Now, there were those who could call him king. So that made him feel better because they were calling him king. Shemo nikra, Azai melech shemo nikra. This is the fact that he gave his creatures, his creations, the ability to recognize his kingdom, which is what he bestowed upon us. His purpose in creation was to give us the pleasure of recognizing Hashem as the king and everything that goes with that. He didn't need us. He was king before anyone called him king. He created us and gave us the opportunity to recognize him, to understand him, to understand what he's about. V'acharei kechlos hakol, when it's all done, levado yimloch nora. Once again, he will reign alone. Eventually, everything is going to come back to its original state. Well, 1 second, where are we going to be? Where are we going to be then? We'll be part of it. And that was the plan. We are going to be part of it. Except that since we were created as independent beings, when we become part of it, we are going to be aware of it. Okay, that's the first part. This is explaining where we come into the picture. The fact that Hashem created, why he created, and what's it going to look like at the end of days. We have our Olam Hazeh, Olam Haba. In this world we can call him king, and in the world to come we'll be part of it. Now we go further. Next part. He's outside of time. V'hu echad, he's one. Ve'im sheni, there's nothing else. Nothing else what? Lahamshil lo lachbira. There is nothing that can even be compared to him. There's nothing you can compare to Hashem. There's nothing like him. Everything else that exists is finite. Nothing like him. Which means our frames of reference are so far from being accurate. B'li reshis, b'li sachlis, no beginning, no end. He's the infinity, without any definition. V'lo ha'oz v'hamisra. Oz is stamina, really, which means the strength forever. V'hamisra, he rules. We just finished the second part. First part was Hashem before, during, and after creation, and something of an understanding of why we're here. The second part is the fact that Hashem is the infinity, and that there's nothing like it. Then comes the third part. V'ukeli v'chai go'ali v'tzur chevli be'isara. He's my personal Hashem. He's my source of strength. He's the one that redeems me. He's the rock I rely on in times of my need. V'hu nisi umanosli. What is nisi? Forgot the right translation. Nes means a flag, the one we identify with, the one we look up to. Umanosli b'yom ekra. Yeah, when I call out, he's there for me. B'yado afkid ruchi beis yishan va'ira. When I go to sleep, my neshama goes up to him. I give it to him and I trust him. When I get up, Beis Yisham is when I go to sleep. Va'ira, then I get up. V'im ruchi, together with my neshama, gviyasi, my body. Hashem li, Hashem is with me. V'lo ira, I fear nothing. I trust Him with my neshama, and I trust that He'll take care of my body. We did the micro. What's the macro? Hashem is the biggest, the greatest, beyond anything we can possibly imagine. We have no absolutely. There's nothing that we can compare Him to. And you know something? He's my source of strength. He's there to protect me. I count on Him. He's my personal Hashem, and He's there for me. The message you're supposed to walk away with is that Hashem is the greatest, the greatest, the greatest, the greatest, and He's mine. He's the greatest, and I rely on Him. He's there for me. If you study Adon Olam, you're wiser. If you get to say it regularly, you're reminded, A, what is our relationship with Him? Where do we come into the picture? We were created to be able to take pleasure in seeing Him as the King, and one day we'll be part of Him. Clarify for ourselves, He's the biggest, the greatest, nothing compares. And He's my personal Hashem. I've got a personal relationship with Him. I can trust in Him. I call out to Him when I need, and He's there for me. That big, great, greater than great, greater than anything we'd imagine. We have no frames of reference. He's mine. He's there for me. I call out to Him, and He's there for me. Feel wiser? Do you think you've got an attitude or a collection of them that you didn't have before? Ask yourself. Okay, if information is just information. Or do you now walk around with attitudes? Perhaps you knew all this information, but you never thought of that, and you never thought of it in that way. Has this affected a change in you? If it has, then every time you say it, revive that feeling. See, here the assignment was everyone doing the same thing. The next one is to choose random brachas. Focus on them. And see what a difference it makes to you. Certainly when we're dealing with text, everything we read, whether it's in Torah study, whether it's read to understand what it is that we're praising Hashem with or asking Him for, there's such a difference if you know what you're talking about and if you don't. Not just at the time, but in terms of what it does for you. But this is really an exercise that begins with text. Because when you're studying text, it's understood that you're in the mode of trying to understand it. But the goal is to apply this to your very life, everything you do, everything you experience. Learning to really analyze it and ask yourself, what should I now understand that I didn't understand before? That's the ultimate goal. That all of life, everything you experience, is part of your growth process of becoming wiser. As Rambam put it, which is what life is supposed to be. We begin with text because it's natural, that's the academic thing to do. But it's not limited to text. And the goal is to be able to experience this enlightening feeling. First analyzing, micro, macro, and being able to feel in what way are you enlightened, in what way do you understand things differently now than you did before the particular experience. And you learn to experience even the things that you're constantly experiencing the same way. This Adon Olam, I don't know how many times you've said it before, but now for once you really understand it. The same thing goes for daily life. We start focusing on things that are part of the human experience and realizing what it's telling you, what the experience is supposed to be doing for you. Yes, one who is wise learns from everyone. He learns from everything. And especially life experiences. Everything in life was created by Hashem. And it's got a purpose. And the first purpose is that it's speaking to us. So we're still on text. Now it's time to take brachas of your choice. Focus on them. It'd probably be better as a group if you focus on the same one, or you may decide that everyone can bring their own and discuss their bracha, and then perhaps everybody can appreciate what they're having to say and think about it themselves. Remember, the goal is to be not just thinking people, but learning people. People that learn from everything in life and ultimately become wiser and wiser and wiser.